Well, hello again, Rubber Band here. And recently I received an email from some buddies over at Hooligan Keys. And they have been notified that somebody is referring to one of their products as a fake master key, notably the GEK1, which is a fake blind code that they made up to see if anybody would duplicate their product. It is not the actual CCL part number, which has a different number entirely. They just said GEK1, which they shouldn't have because that's an actual key code, and that is also in the GEK series. So going forward, I've advised them to refer to it as GEKM for GEK Master. However, that doesn't answer what these two keys are doing sitting here. These are two copies of the GEK master key. This is an original master. I'm blocking out the part number just to be snarky. That's from CCL. I have worked and advised other locksmiths on making this key because GEKs were around for a very long time. They were very popular desk locks. And according to so-and-so who has spent apparent weeks researching these locks online, not very well, I might add, because they certainly didn't get to the bottom of the matter. So to get to the truth of things, truth, of course, being correspondence to the facts, I have hundreds of GEK locks. These are all GEK factory locks. Corbin cabinet locks, GEK 25. These are all different key codes, 142 and the like. So the list goes on, okay? These are all over the place. I've worked with these for years. I'm very familiar with them. They use the standard tooling for master keying for wafer locks, in that they have two different keyways. So if you look, the only commonality is the bottom warding. And then these are ILCO number like 1000X or something like that. Something, maybe not exactly. But anyway, these are just opposite keyways. But if you look here, the top is wide open. So this key, the master, oh, you saw the number. There you go. Pause it. It fits. And look, it works. Change key. Look, it fits and it works. So what I'm going to do, because as a certain somebody who copied this particular product would say, let's prove it's not a fluke. Here's GEK 74. Change key works. Look, different keyway. And then look, here's the master. Man, it works. So while I like to pretend that I don't have time for spite posting, this is not the first time so-and-so has been talking out the side of their neck, believing that they are a knowledgeable party when they are not. So, all right, look, another one mastered. I did not just master key all of these to make this video possible. GEK 545. This is GEK 279. It works. This is GEK 44. As you notice, these all have different biddings. It works. Here's the master again. It works. So here's the thing. If you don't have a way to verify your lack of information, 481, GEK 481, master, I would encourage you, no matter how many weeks of research you think you can do, to maybe not be accusatory towards fakeries, GEK 168, towards other people who have an established reputation in their industry and have worked with and proven people who need said reliability and provability in their field. Otherwise, you know, stuff starts to come apart as far as like reliability, and you can't have that when it comes to the security industry. So these are all GEKs, GEK 34, and I mean, I've got time, master. Okay, you know, I don't need to gut all of these to prove that they are what they say they are, even though, here's the thing. When people assert their correctness, they are going to demand further and more exorbitant amounts of proof. Otherwise, they are going to stand on their island and proclaim that they are the last person to know the truth. So you can notice that these are all very old, GEK 282. But they are all still quite functional. They're in tons of facilities because CCL once had a absolute stranglehold 254 on cabinet locks. They were the Corbin cabinet lock. That was their whole thing. So they definitely were making and selling locks. So large facilities, if they were to lose keys, they could have somebody who maybe worked in facilities or custodial. GK 25 again. That one was earlier. I got a matching pair now. So they could go and open these things, and if a lot of large institutions back in the day had institutional in-house locksmiths to handle just this sort of thing, they would master key it open, and they would have, you know, an etching on the back. So this is, you know, if you have a blind code series like 1516, so if you maintain your own code database, 1516, you can go reference this in your book, and it tells you which GEK number you need to cut. So that way you can deliver it to somebody who's in that office and get them a key. It's very common practice for large institutions to be able to research and find keys to their fixtures. GEK 169. I've worked in-house for a lot of different institutions. Hospitals, schools, universities, government buildings, corporate buildings, etc. You know, being in-house has a lot of cool benefits. GEK 190. And, you know, you get stuff like this, and then you learn about stuff like this. And then when you get to the bottom of it, you can find master keys. Because guess what? When you get something like this and you find the sectional master key, and by the way, if you look at old CCL catalogs, you will see this keyway right here is referred to as the master keyway. Whereas, I don't think I have a key to that one. This one is not referred to as a master key. It's because these were issued as change keys to, you know, whatever community at large. GEK 543. Okay. All right. I'd say the proof is in the pudding, and the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Okay. All of these locks, I could go through them, and this master key is going to work them. Because the GEK series was meant to be mastered because it was a key group that was ordered by large institutions in order to be able to maintain keyability. Okay? That's just what they are. If you are going, see, this is a Cat 9, okay? This is just for opposability. Why not? So if you look at this keyway, this is the CO69 keyway. I'm using an OCO number. Okay, this does not have a composite keyway that will accept another key. Okay, if I were to try to put in this master key, it doesn't fit. Okay, because these were not meant to be mastered. These don't have a master key because they don't operate with the normal wafer lock master keying principles that make it possible, i.e. composite keyways and opposing blade sections. That's it. Okay, that's how it goes. So, for anybody who wants to doubt the viability of the GEKM, don't. It's $5, and that's a fine enough price to pay to find out if you can, look at the heuristics. You can look at the sloped nose cone. You can figure out what possible locks have what possible key code, etc. You know what? Maybe I'll just start selling these, Sell them with a change in a master key just so people can see. All right? I'm not really going to. However, I hope that this, unless you are a chronic naysayer, is proof enough that the key that is over there on Hooligan Keys is a fine key, a working key, a key that operates. I'll even pull from this bin just so it doesn't seem like I put all of the ones over here. So GEK 159. Some of these wires are sharp, and I don't like it. And look, it goes in just fine, works just fine. Jeebus, could do it all day, every day. You know what? I'll just get into the mess. Let's find one. Okay, this one. GEK 412. Okay, again, I'm not going to name the names of the people who are doubting the product, but I'm going to say this right now. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? And anytime you assert superior knowledge versus other people in your industry, you need to have verifiable proof more than just your skepticism and speculation. Otherwise, you are a liar. You can't just assert something because you think that's what it is. That's not how it works. This is all trade stuff, reach out to people if you think their product is fake. Don't just post it publicly because otherwise you look like an ass. I've been Rubber Band. Thanks for watching.